tell me, why do you say you're a painter?
Because I love painting. I have to paint. I've always been a painter, that I know.
A born painter?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because I can't do anything else, and believe me, I've tried.
Discover sort of a treasure hunt of things that we found along the way. First, we did our research. We immersed ourselves in the world that existed of letters and books and the paintings themselves. And that immersion helps kind of get the story in our DNA a bit. And then from there, once you start to cast it, once you start to go on location, once you have a script, you continue to work and work, and then just exist in some of these real places, the asylum and the landscapes where the paintings were actually made, which still remarkably are intact and look like they did 125 years ago. That discovery period just continues to build through the writing process, the prep and casting, scouting, and pre-production process, and then through the shoot, and it continues to evolve and grow and change all the way through the edit till the last day of work. It's a one long continuum.
Yes, sales brother. I'm Paul Gauguin. We have to start a revolution, do you understand? We have to create a new vision, a new way of painting.
I spent all my life alone in a room. I'd like to find a new light for paintings that we haven't yet seen. There's something inside me. I don't know what it is. What I see, nobody else sees it.
You're a stranger here. You drink too much. You're hysterical, out of control.
I don't want to calm down. It's called the act of painting for a reason.
The preparation of this film was kind of special, like everything we did on this film. I remember the first thing I did as a preparation was to go to shoot wheat field in Scotland, because Julian said, well, maybe we need wheat field at the end, for the end of the film, but it will be too late in the season, so they will all have been harvested. So he said, why don't you go alone with a small crew? And he says, what about if you were wearing Van Gogh's pants and shoes? Ask the costume designer to provide you these props. And he says, wear them, so and shoot your shoes, shoot your trousers walking in the wheat field. He says even just maybe put his hat, so if you see your shadow in the wheat field, you may be shooting the shadow of your hat, and would be great. So yeah, so I do the first pre-shoot day of this film alone with just one focus puller, and I'm dressed in like Van Gogh in a wheat field in Scotland, and I spent 3 days there shooting, like images for the film, and it was a great way for me to get into the mood of this film.
And so basically what will happen is you'll have the camera on. Let's move this down, Francois. Make it. Tableau, un second. And your mother.
Don't you see that this painting is unpleasant? The townspeople have signed a petition against you. They don't want you to come back.
I can't stay here, Vincent.
You're surrounded by stupid, wicked, ignorant people.
So that's the reason why you cut off your ear. Your vision of the world is quite frightening, isn't it?
Yes. Sometimes I feel so far away from everything. I think I'm losing my mind. Sometimes they say I'm mad, but a grain of madness is the best of art.
Do you believe that God gave you the gift of painting to keep you in misery?
I never thought about it that way.